Hey, Trevor Matthews here with day 26 of my 30-day video challenge talking about training, education, and mentorship. And today I want to talk about the learner's mindset and how to get into a learning mindset because it's very important for you to grow. And I know there's a lot of different things that I do depending on the situation of what I'm trying to learn, where I'm trying to learn it, but it's so important to get you into that mode of learning. And if you're not in the learner's mindset when you're going to a course or a class or a workshop, it's going to be difficult to really retain that information a lot of the time because maybe your mind's somewhere else. Maybe you don't have the proper tools. Maybe you're in an area where it's very noisy. So it's very important to get into a learner's mindset when you are about to gain more knowledge, gain information that's going to help you grow. And what I do, there's a lot of different things that I do to get into the learner mindset. My first thing is, I've talked about it before, is getting some exercise, going for a run, going to the gym, getting the blood flowing. That's how I start my days. I need to do something to get my brain active. It wakes me up. The next thing that I do is I make sure that I have a healthy meal. I'm trying to eat as healthy as possible. I have lots of cheat meals, which is totally fine, but my focus is not to eat perfect. My focus is just to make sure I'm eating healthy and the right stuff and make sure I feel good about it, because you still need to feel good about what you're intaking and what you're eating, but it should be something you think about, and that helps me learn better when I'm having a day where I'm trying to invest in myself and learn a lot. Maybe it's an online course, maybe it's an in-person course. When I have the right food in me, it makes me learn way better. The next thing that I do is I make sure that I have the right tools. I'm in the right area. So one of the things I make sure I do, if I'm doing a virtual, in a virtual learning setting, I make sure I try to find a quiet area where I can sit and listen, where there's no distractions. And I know this is not always easy, but that's something that you need to try to do. If you're scheduling, trying to find a room that is quiet, maybe in your house, sit up against a wall and have some headphones in so you can really get in the zone when you're learning, because you do not want to have too many distractions. You do not want to have your phone going off beside you. You do not want to be sitting in front of the TV, watching TV while you're trying to learn. So you need to get in a place where you can focus on that learning. The other thing is having the right material. So if you like to take notes on a pen and paper, I highly recommend doing that, having a notepad, having a pencil, and writing down. And really, before you start the class or the course, you should write on it. You should write, what are my 3 goals out of this course before you even start the course. A lot of people take courses and take trainings and they don't even know why they're taking it a lot of the time. Maybe your boss sent you to the course. Maybe you're taking a course because you think you want to learn this subject, but the thing you should be doing is writing down what is the outcome of this course, why you're taking it. Write down 3 goals. And then from there, you should have a notepad or a notebook, I guess, to write notes. And one of the things I'm still learning how to take notes properly. I have a difficult time. I'm not writing verbatim, word for word, right? So I'm getting better at taking notes and listening to the main points. I know Kwik has quite a few tips. There's a few other people out there that has tips on taking note taking, and I'm still learning. So I'm writing down the major points of what I need to learn, and how I can paraphrase that information back. So I'm not writing out in full sentences, so I can actually paraphrase that and try to take the most important things. And sometimes I miss stuff, sometimes I write down more than I have to, but you need the notepad, you need the pen, and you need to take notes. Listening to podcasts, you should be taking notes if you're trying to learn something. Listening to YouTube, you're watching a YouTube video that you're trying to learn something, you should take notes from that. And you write down in a notebook. If you like cooking, for example, and you're trying to be better at cooking and you're watching these YouTube cooking shows, you should be taking down those recipes and how to do it and writing it down. For me, I learn a lot more when I'm taking notes because I'm writing it down, I'm thinking about it, and then I'm reading it out. And then afterwards, this is so important for the learner's mindset. So after you take the course or take a program or in a class, you should review the notes and rewrite some of the things that you learned, the top things. So you wrote your 3 goals, you took your notes, and the top 3 things you got from that training program. So you'll really remember that. And that's something that I only started doing a few years ago, but it really helps when you, at the end of a course, you write out all of the notes, or what's the biggest things that you got from the course and some of the things that you learned that you want to remember, and you have a higher chance and a better chance of retaining that information when you do that. I would love to hear how you get into the learner's mindset, what you do to prepare yourself for a training, a course, a workshop. Shoot it down in the comments below. My name is Trevor Matthews. Let's get a conversation going.